Now, many of you may remember Johnny Somali. I don't think I've ever covered this character before on my channel, but his name has definitely rang bells when it comes to being out here on these YouTube streets, alright? If you don't know who Johnny Somali is, he's a live streamer that basically is known for just going to different countries and making a complete mockery of not just himself, but the entire American population, realistically. When you travel somewhere, right, you don't just represent yourself, but you're also representing the country that you originally came from, okay? So when you have people like Johnny Somali traveling to different countries and just literally defacing and just completely disrespecting the culture of other countries, it makes Americans look horrendous. Not just Johnny Somali, it makes all of America just seem way more pretentious and just selfish and honestly stupid. Like I said, Johnny Somali is popular for just going to different countries and just making a complete fool of himself. One of his most popular escapades was when he went to Japan and got himself involved with the Yakuza and actually got beat up and jumped by a bunch of Japanese guys for just going around and harassing people on the train and just walking around the city, just making fights with people on live stream. Now, the reason why he does this, as I mentioned before, is because it's content, right? This is the type of content that the people that watch Johnny Somali enjoy. Do they enjoy Johnny Somali's personality, or do they like the idea of a guy just going around harassing people and getting his ass whooped on camera for their enjoyment? That's up for you to decide, but I'm pretty sure it is the latter, right? In yet another Asian country, Johnny Somali yet finds himself this time in a deep heap of shit, alright? Right now it's saying that Johnny Somali, American YouTuber, faces prison time in South Korea. How much prison time? Apparently, Johnny Somali is facing up to 10 years of prison in South Korea. The authorities have prevented him from leaving the country amidst an ongoing investigation into drug and assault charges. So, this guy is literally smuggling drugs into other countries? Probably. Has he just been a freaking pack mule this entire time for drug cartels to just sneak illegal contraband into the other countries, and he just took on the whole live streaming thing to kind of as a distraction from his actual purpose of smuggling drugs? Probably. I don't know, right? But Somali, aka Ramzi Khalid Ismail, has gained notoriety online for live streaming himself being a public nuisance in different countries. His previous behavior in Japan and Israel resulted in arrests and travel bans, and he's also gotten his account suspended a couple times as well. Well, this time, right, according to spokesperson at the Seoul Mapo police station, Ismail was under investigation for an incident at a convenience store in Mapo-gu, Seoul on October 17th. There it was reported that Ismail began pouring instant noodles on a table after an employee stopped him from drinking alcohol. Police said that they would investigate allegations of drug use after a report made through the 112 emergency hotline. In response to his antics, locals attacked Ismail while he was streaming on October 24th and 27th, which resulted in Ismail seeking hospital treatment. One Korean martial arts YouTuber even offered 2 million, which I don't know how to say their currency. I've never really learned actually what their currency is, but the equivalent of $1,500 American reward for information about Ismail's whereabouts, and South Korean police would eventually arrest Ismail for his own safety. And he was actually forced to issue an apology on November 7th by a group of people. This article doesn't mention it, but he also sexually harassed a statue apparently in Korea. There's these things called Statue of Peace, and they're basically like well-respected statues that they are symbolic for the women that were sexually assaulted and children during the World War II, during the Japanese occupation of Korea during World War II. So these statues are pretty sacred. That's like going to a prisoner of war, the POW statues that are all over the United States, or like the Monument of the Nameless Warrior, I think it's called, the one in DC, and just basically taking a massive piss all over it. It's basically the same equivalent. You're disrespecting what the meaning of what the statue is built for and what the monument is there for, and he completely just disrespected. And it's worse because he sexually harassed it. Did he know the history of the statue before he did such heinous acts? I have no idea, but that's probably one of the worst things that you could do, even though you shouldn't even be doing something like that in the first place, right? Now, I'm glad that this guy is facing the consequences of his actions, because you can't just go around acting a complete fool and making the entire country look bad without someone or some sort of police or authoritarian system or something going after you to kind of teach you your lesson. And it seems like he's finally getting what he deserves, right? He's making a mockery of himself. He's making a mockery of the country, the great United States of America, and we can't just stand for that. So you know what? On behalf of the entire US population, South Korea, don't send Johnny Somali back. Keep his ass. Lock him up, make him scrub the floors with a toothbrush, and just feed him bread and wine for the rest of his life. That way, the wine is so he can keep himself in a drunken stupor and won't mind the work. Let me know what you guys think about all this in the comment section down below. Do you think Johnny Somali deserves longer in prison? Do you think they should just send his ass off and cast away, give him a little raft, and see if he can make his way back into the United States by raft, right? Sail across the Pacific Ocean. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Leave a like if you liked the video and dislike if you disliked it. As always, my name is Lost Disciple, and I will see you in the next video. Peace out.